Well, welcome back. Familiarity is often appealing in entertainment. You know, we go to concerts to hear the songs we love. We look forward to movie sequels. But in live theater, the opportunity for actors to originate roles and directors to shape them from scratch is somewhat rare creative experience. And in today's Art Beat, we're celebrating Wisconsin's impressive and diverse theater companies with a first-of-its-kind statewide festival called World Premiere Wisconsin. And now we're here with three local companies, all featuring new plays or musicals. We have Matt Daniels from First Stage, Zach Thomas Woods from Next Act Theater, and Lords Lane from Skylight Music Theater. We're going to talk about each of their productions, but first let's start with Matt Daniels. He's the director of The Gracious Sisters at First Stage. How's it going?
It's great.
I just saw The Gracious Sisters and was amazed by it, but how exciting is it to be a part of World Premiere Wisconsin?
It's awesome. One of the great joys of being in the theater is getting to work on new plays, having new pages come to you every day during the rehearsal process, and I have the pleasure of working with young people, so it was, for most of them, their first experience having that, and just a real joy.
Definitely. And with The Gracious Sisters, your show that you directed, it really puts a modern twist on a classic Greek show. What can you tell me about it?
Yeah, I mean, the mythology that that starts this play is coming out of the Trojan War and this cycle of murder and vengeance as part of the aftermath. But our play puts a twist on it by having a modern archaeological intern finding herself in the middle of the events of the play. So she gets to be the eyes and ears of the audience, take us through while we're all dealing with this sort of fury at the center of the story.
I like to think of it like Alice in Wonderland meets Clash of the Titans.
Exactly. That's perfect.
A modern day Alice goes down the rabbit hole. It's great. Are there themes in the show that are really relevant to today?
Absolutely. It's about the birth of modern justice. It's about the birth of democracy. It's questions of fury and grace. All things I think that we are dealing with daily in 21st century America.
Mm-hmm. And has First Stage worked with Alice Austin before, the playwright?
Absolutely. She wrote for us a few years ago a play called Girls in the Boat about the first U.S. college women's rowing team and how they went on to row for the Olympics and basically started Title IX in athletics.
Wow. Really, really impressive.
Yeah.
That's The Gracious Sisters at First Stage. Matt, thank you so much. Next up, we have Zach, if you'll join me this way. And Zach, I just saw you in God's Spies, and I think I met you after the show. We have some mutual friends. I told you the show is flawless. Really, really impressive. But what's different about doing a world premiere and originating a role in a play versus something you're familiar with?
Yeah, absolutely. Like Matt said already, it's wonderful to be, as an actor, the first person to step into those shoes of this character and get inside their head. You don't have sort of the baggage of what famous person played this role, right? I wish it was more like the Marlon Brando version or whatever. So, and then working with a team on, what does this look like on stage? What is the physicality? What is the set? What is the sort of design thematically?
Really creating from nothing.
Absolutely.
I also loved how the theater at Next Act Theater, the lobby rather, is featuring artwork from all works done during quarantine, which relates to the play. What is God's Spies about?
So it's set during 1603 in London. It is just before the coronation of King James I. William Shakespeare, you may have heard of him, is working on his latest play, King Lear, and all of a sudden there is an outbreak of plague. And so Shakespeare finds himself quarantined in a body house with some unlikely companions.
A virgin lawyer.
A virgin lawyer, which is my
so
part.
Yeah.
And we sort of help him write what some would argue is one of the greatest plays of all time.
We should say the other person you're quarantined with, and you as a virgin lawyer, is a prostitute.
Is a sex worker.
It's so funny. Yeah, it's great. It's a great dramedy, and also you do a killer Scottish accent. How hard was it to learn that?
It's a difficult dialect to do. It's not really one that most people have in their back pocket.
So I definitely did have to do some work with our dialect coach, who has a wonderful Scottish name, by the way.
Yeah.
Her name is Raylene Macmillan. So whenever you're getting ready to do a dialect, you can reference, Raylene Macmillan, Raylene Macmillan.
That's
Raylene
amazing.
Macmillan.
So you learned the phonetics for it, and then you can apply it to anything now. You can just learn your lines.
Theoretically, yeah.
That's incredible.
Sometimes you might have to be on the news, on the Morning Blend.
Yeah, right. Yeah. You got to check out Zach in God's Spies. Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, and this is Lord's Lane, and you are doing Super You, the new musical coming up at Skylight Music Theater. I'm so excited because Michael Unger, everything he does there is so exciting, and this is your original show. What inspired you to create it, and what is Super You about?
Super You is about a comic book artist who learns to love herself when her own superheroine creations come to life. So I wrote the book Music and Lyrics, and the music runs the gamut from rock to pop to hip hop to swing to these soaring epic ballads. And what inspired me is I'm a rock artist. I was touring with my rock band, and there were these amazing female singers and musicians who I wanted to feature. They were superheroes to me, and we had quite a ride to get it to Wisconsin. We staged these socially distant shows on pickup trucks during the pandemic.
Wow.
And we were the first theatrical show to do anything during that time.
You might actually crack the code for bringing, superheroes to musical theater. It's never really been done before, but I bet you have done it. And I just love and trust the artistic team, Michael Unger, artistic director, Susan Varela, executive director at Skylight. What has been great about doing this show with Skylight Music Theater?
They're a supportive bunch. We're bringing our Broadway team here before we go to London, and they know that this is a big launch for us. The last show we did was at Carnegie Hall, the concert version, and now we get to stage it for real. We have this amazing fan base, viral videos on TikTok, people covering music that I wrote all over the world, and so it's like we're here in Skylight. We're excited to be doing this in Wisconsin and stage it for the first time. So yay!
I feel like we read about this a lot in other cities where they get out-of-town tryouts and stuff before going to Broadway or bringing, we get the Broadway tours and things with those great touring casts. You have all the Broadway stars coming to do this show, descending upon Milwaukee at Skylight. Who are some of the stars in the cast?
Kennedy Coggle, she was playing beautiful Carole King, and she was on tour doing Carole King in Beautiful. She was last seen in Paradise Square. And then we have Justin Sargent, who was in Spider-Man.
So he's got some
Broadway.
superhero background in musicals. This show's going to be better, I know it.
Oh, yeah. There's not going to be any accidents. It's going to be amazing.
That was historic. I saw that one. But so great. I also wanted to ask you that how do you hope audiences will respond or what they'll take away from this? Because this almost got stopped during COVID.
Yeah, I mean, the story is about resilience, about getting on the other side of grief, about remembering your worth, and I hope people walk away remembering that their dreams matter. Remembering that they already are superheroes, and that when you dim your own light, you dim the light of the entire world. The stakes are that high.
Oh, I love it. And I love the power of theater to inspire.
Yeah.
3 amazing artists here today, great theater companies. Thank you all so much for joining me. And I've already seen God's Spies at Next Act, and I've seen The Gracious Sisters at First Stage. Can't wait to see Super You at Skylight Music Theater. And you can find out more info and get tickets to all of these shows and more at World Premiere Wisconsin's website. That's worldpremierewisconsin.com. And now let's head on over to Tiffany.